I came home early to find my wife in bed with the contractor we hired. They didn't see me. I quietly took their clothes from the floor, locked them in the bedroom from the outside, and called her parents to come help unlock the door. And then, original post. I, 33 male, left work at 2 p.m. last Tuesday. Migraine from hell, couldn't look at my computer screen anymore. Told my boss I'd work from home tomorrow to make up the hours. Got home around 2:45 p.m. My wife's car was in the driveway, which was normal. She works from home doing virtual assistant stuff. The contractor's truck was there too. Also normal. We hired him 3 weeks ago to redo our bathroom. Guy came recommended, did good work, seemed professional. I walked in through the garage. House was quiet. Too quiet. Usually heard her on calls or music playing. Then I heard it, coming from upstairs. Our bedroom. My stomach dropped. I stood there for maybe 10 seconds. Part of me wanted to be wrong. Part of me already knew. Went upstairs slowly. Bedroom door was cracked open about 2 inches. I could see inside. My wife. The contractor. Our bed. They were, completely occupied. Didn't even notice me standing there. Here's the thing about our house. It's old. Built in the 1950s. The bedroom doors have these weird sliding bolt locks on the outside. Previous owner was apparently paranoid about home invasions. Installed them on all the upstairs bedrooms so you could lock kids in safely during a break-in or something. We'd always thought it was weird, but never bothered changing them. Suddenly, that weird feature seemed very useful. Their clothes were scattered on the hallway floor just outside the door. His jeans, work boots, her yoga pants, both their shirts. Like they couldn't even make it fully into the room before starting. I picked everything up. Quietly. Slowly. They had no idea I was there. Walked downstairs with their clothes. Put them in my car. Went back up. Pulled the bedroom door closed. Slid the bolt. Click. That got their attention. Hello? Is someone there? My wife's voice suddenly panicked. I didn't answer. Walked downstairs. Grabbed my phone. Called my mother-in-law. Hey, how are you? I said, keeping my voice steady. Is my father-in-law around? I need some help with something at the house. Oh, sure. Is everything okay? The bedroom door is stuck shut. Like really stuck. The lock mechanism jammed from the outside somehow, and I can't get it open. Your daughter is stuck inside. I figured maybe he'd know how to fix it since he's handy with this stuff. I heard pounding from upstairs. My wife yelling. Oh my goodness. Is she okay? She's fine, just can't get out. I'm worried if I try to force it, I'll break the door. Can you both come over? We'll be there in 20 minutes. I sat on the couch and waited. The yelling got louder. Both of them now. Pounding on the door. Demanding I let them out. What the hell is wrong with you? Open this door right now. This isn't funny. I turn on the TV. On a basketball game. Volume up. My in-laws lived about 15 minutes away. I gave them 25 minutes to really marinate before I answered the door. My mother-in-law rushed in. Where is she? Is she okay? Upstairs. Master bedroom. Doors completely jammed. My father-in-law was already heading up the stairs, toolbox in hand. I followed with my mother-in-law right behind me. The yelling had stopped. Probably heard us coming. Sweetie? We're here, my mother-in-law called out. Don't worry. Your dad's going to get you out. My father-in-law examined the door. Saw the bolt. Looked at me. This is locked from the outside. Weird, right? Must have slid shut when the door closed. These old locks are wonky. He slid it open. My wife burst out. Sheet wrapped around her. Face red. Hair mess. Behind her, the contractor. Also wrapped in a sheet. Looking like he wanted to disappear into the floor. My mother-in-law's face went from concerned to confused to horrified in about 3 seconds. My father-in-law just stood there. What the hell is going on here? I came home early from work, I said calmly. Found them. Thought maybe you should see what your daughter's been up to while I'm at work paying for this house. My wife's mouth opened and closed. No sound came out. The contractor tried to move past us. Look, man, I'm just gonna... Your clothes are in my car, I said, along with hers. You're not going anywhere until we talk about this. My mother-in-law started crying. How could you? You're married. Mom, it's not. This isn't. He came home early. He wasn't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to come home early to my own house. I asked. My father-in-law's face was scary calm. The kind of calm that's worse than yelling. Get dressed. Both of you. Figure out how. I don't care. Then get down here. He looked at me. You. Come downstairs with us. We went to the living room. My mother-in-law was still crying. My father-in-law poured himself a glass of water from the kitchen, downed it, then came and sat down. How long? He asked. No idea. Hired him 3 weeks ago. Could have been going on since day one, for all I know. What are you going to do? Divorce. Today, if possible. My mother-in-law looked up. Maybe you two can work through this? Counseling? People make mistakes. No, my father-in-law cut her off. He catches her in bed with another man and you want counseling? Are you hearing yourself? She's our daughter. Who cheated on her husband? In their home. In their bed. He looked at me. You need a lawyer? Yeah. I'll give you a name. Good one. Mean as hell. 10 minutes later, my wife came downstairs, wearing my old college hoodie and sweatpants from the laundry room. The contractor was in his underwear and a sheet. I kept his clothes. Can I have my clothes, please? He asked quietly. No, I said. You can leave exactly like that. Walk to your truck in your underwear. Drive home in your underwear. I'm keeping the clothes as a souvenir. That's theft. Cool. Call the cops. Explain why your clothes are here. Why you were naked in my house. In my bed. With my wife. I'll wait. He looked at my wife. She looked away. You knew she was married, my father-in-law said. You came into this man's home every day, took his money for work, and slept with his wife. It just happened, man. We didn't mean. Get out, my father-in-law said. Now. The contractor left. In his underwear. Sheet wrapped around him. Went to his truck and drove off. My wife tried to approach me. Baby, please. Let me explain. Explain what? That I wasn't supposed to catch you? That I should have called first? What's the explanation here that makes this okay? It was a mistake. A stupid mistake. We got caught up. How many times? She went quiet. Ow. Many. Times. I don't know. A few. Maybe a dozen. My mother-in-law gasped. Pack a bag, I said. You're staying with your parents tonight. Actually, you're staying with them until you find your own place. This is my house. I bought it before we got married. You're not staying here. You can't kick me out. Actually, my father-in-law said, if it's his house from before the marriage, he probably can. At least temporarily. Dad, you did this. Not him. You. He stood up. Get your things. You're coming home with us. Update 1. It's been 4 days since I locked my wife and the contractor in the bedroom. That sentence is still surreal too. Right? The day after, my wife started the apology tour. Texts at first, then calls from her parents' house. I made a horrible mistake. It meant nothing. We can work through this. I love you. I didn't respond to any of it. What I did do, went to the lawyer my father-in-law recommended. Her name is Ms. Torres. She's exactly as mean as advertised, and I love it. First meeting was Thursday morning. Brought all my documentation. House deed, my name only, bank statements, everything. You caught them in your bed? Yep. Her parents saw it? Yep. She smiled. Actually smiled. This is going to be straightforward. No kids. No kids. Thank God. House is yours. Been married 6 years, so she might have a claim to some equity if you did improvements, but we can fight that. Any joint accounts? No. I learned from my parents' divorce. Everything stayed separate except one credit card I added her to for emergencies. Canceled it yesterday. Smart. She work. Virtual assistant. Makes maybe $30,000 a year. Works from home. So she's been using your house, your utilities, your internet to make that money while sleeping with the contractor you hired. Beautiful. I almost laughed. Almost. Friday afternoon, my wife showed up at the house. I changed the locks Thursday night. She couldn't get in. Knocked. Rang the doorbell. Texted me. I need to get my things. I texted back. What time works for you? I'll have them boxed and ready outside. I want to come inside. We need to talk. Nothing to talk about. Pick a time. Tomorrow. 10 a.m. And I'm coming inside. Saturday at 9:30 a.m. I had everything boxed up outside. Her clothes, her laptop, her books, her makeup, everything I could find that was hers. About 15 boxes total. She showed up at 10:02 with her mom and 2 of her friends I'd never liked. The friends were giving me death stares immediately. Where's my stuff? I pointed at the boxes. I said I wanted to come inside. And I said no. Your stuff is here. Take it. Her friend, let's call her the loud one, stepped up. You're being ridiculous. She made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Cool. She can make mistakes somewhere else. The other friend, the quiet one with the judgy face. You're really going to throw away 6 years over one indiscretion? Dozen. She said a dozen times. And yes, my wife started crying. Please, can we just talk? Alone. Lawyer said no contact except through attorneys. Speaking of which, I handed her an envelope. You've been served. Divorce papers. Ms. Torres says hi. Her mom took the envelope. Read it. Looked at me. You're asking for her to pay legal fees? She caused this. She can help pay to clean it up. That's vindictive. That's fair. She cheated. Repeatedly. In my house. In my bed. With a guy I paid to work on my bathroom. Which is also not finished, by the way. So, thanks for that too. The loud one again. You humiliated her, making her parents watch you unlock that door. That's emotional abuse. I actually laughed. I didn't make anyone do anything. I told them the door was stuck. They chose to come help. Not my fault their daughter was naked with the contractor when they got here. My wife was full-on sobbing now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was stupid. He was just there. And you're always working, and we never spend time together anymore, and so it's my fault? No, that's not what I meant. You just decided my working to pay our bills was a good excuse to sleep with another guy. Got it. Her mom tried the soft approach. She's young. She made a mistake. Don't you think you're being a little harsh? She's 31, not 16, and harsh would be posting the story online with details. I'm being reasonable. My father-in-law pulled up, parked behind their car, got out. Everything loaded up? The wife looked at him. Dad, are you seriously helping him? I'm helping you get your things so we can all move forward. You made your choice. He's making his. I taught you better than this. That shut her up. They loaded the boxes. Took about 20 minutes. The friends kept making comments under their breath. I ignored them. As they were leaving, my wife tried one more time. I'll get therapy. I'll do whatever it takes. Just give me another chance. No, please. You had every chance. Every day you chose to sleep with him instead of being honest with me. No. Her dad put his hand on her shoulder. Let's go. They left. I went inside, sat on my couch, let myself feel it for the first time since Tuesday. It sucked. Update 2. Week 2 has been something else. First, the contractor. Guy apparently started calling my wife after the underwear incident. She blocked him, so he started calling me. Tuesday night, my phone rings. Unknown number. Yeah. Dude, we need to talk. I recognized his voice. No, we don't. She's saying I took advantage of her. That I pressured her. That's not what happened, man. Don't care. You should care. She's lying about me now. After everything, she's making me the bad guy. You slept with a married woman in her husband's bed. You were the bad guy. So is she. You're both bad guys. I'm team no one in this situation. I need you to tell people the truth. The truth is I found you naked in my bed with my wife. That's why I'm telling people. You want a better story? You should have made better choices. He started swearing at me. I hung up, blocked the number. Then came a financial fun. Wednesday, I got a call from our car insurance. My wife had called them, trying to remove me from her policy and take the car off our shared coverage. Except the car lease was in my name. She was just a driver. Insurance company called to confirm before making changes. I told them to remove her from the policy entirely. She could get her own. She called me 30 minutes later. You took me off the car insurance? You tried to take me off first. I need that car. I need it for work. The lease is in my name. I'm paying for it. You want insurance? Get your own policy. That's going to cost way more. Sounds like a personal problem. You're being petty. I'm being practical. Why would I insure a car for someone who's not my wife anymore? We're getting divorced. You're on your own. She hung up on me. Thursday brought the real entertainment. My wife's mother called. We need to talk about the house. What about it? My daughter has rights to that house. She's lived there for 6 years. She contributed to it. How? She lived there. She made it a home. That has value. In feelings, sure. In legal terms, no. The house is in my name. I bought it 3 years before we got married. I paid the mortgage. I paid for repairs. I paid property taxes. She paid zero. She did housework. She cooked. She cleaned. Sometimes. Usually I cooked because I got home first. We split chores. That's called being a partner, not a financial investment. My lawyer says she might have a claim. Your lawyer is wrong. My lawyer already checked. The house is mine. If your daughter wants to fight it, she can waste money on court fees. She'll lose. You're being unreasonable. I'm being accurate. She cheated. I'm divorcing her. She gets nothing from the house because she put nothing into the house. Those are facts. She hung up too. Family trait, apparently. Friday is when my wife tried something new. Showed up at my work. I work in IT for a mid-sized company. She'd only been to my office a few times. Showed up at 3 p.m. and told the front desk she was my wife and needed to see me urgently. They called me. I said send her away. She says it's an emergency. It's not. Tell her to leave or I'll call security. They did. She didn't. She came up to my floor, found my desk, started crying in the middle of the office. Please, just talk to me. 5 minutes. Everyone was staring. My manager came over. Is there a problem? This is my wife. We're getting divorced. She needs to leave. Soon to be ex-wife, she corrected. And I'm not leaving until you talk to me. My manager looked at me. I nodded. He called security. She started yelling. Are you serious right now? You're having me escorted out? You showed up at my workplace uninvited and refused to leave. Yes. Security arrived. 2 guys. Very professional. Ma'am, you need to leave the building. I'm his wife. Ma'am, he's asked you to leave. Please come with us. They escorted her out. She was crying and yelling the whole way. Everyone on my floor watched. My manager pulled me aside after. Want to talk about it? Not really. Sorry for the scene. Don't apologize. You okay? Getting there. That evening, I got a text from an unknown number. Probably her friend's phone. You had her dragged out by security? That's so low. She was just trying to talk to you. I responded. She showed up at my job uninvited. Refused to leave. Caused a scene. Security did their job. If she wants to talk, she can talk through lawyers like adults. You're ruining her life. She ruined our marriage. I'm just protecting my peace. No response to that. Saturday morning, my father-in-law called. How you holding up? Tired. Annoyed. Ready for this to be over. Want to grab lunch? We met at this burger place we both like. He ordered a beer. So did I. She's losing it, he said. Crying constantly. Not eating. Her mother's babying her. Making excuses. Not my problem anymore. I know. Just wanted you to know. Also wanted you to know I told her this is her fault, and I'm not helping her financially. She wants to fight you in court. She funded herself. You didn't have to do that. Yes, I did. I didn't raise her to be a cheater. I didn't raise her to make excuses. She did this. She deals with it. We ate burgers. Watched a game on the bar TV. It was the most normal I'd felt in 2 weeks. For what it's worth, he said as we left, you handled this right. A lot of guys would have gone crazy. Hit someone. Destroyed property. You stayed calm. Played it smart. Didn't feel smart. Felt like the world's biggest idiot for not seeing it sooner. You're not an idiot. You trusted your wife. That's normal. She's the one who broke that trust. I drove home. My house. My rules. My peace. It felt good. Final update. It's been 2 months since I locked my wife and the contractor in the bedroom. The divorce was finalized last week. Here's how it all played out. My wife's lawyer tried to claim she deserved half the house value. My lawyer shut that down with a deed showing I'd bought it pre-marriage and financial records showing I paid 100% of all house expenses. The judge agreed. House stayed mine. She tried to claim I owed her spousal support because she'd sacrificed career opportunities to support my career. My lawyer brought up her virtual assistant job that she did from home and asked what career opportunities she'd sacrificed. Her lawyer couldn't answer that. No spousal support. She got her car, which was actually good for me because I got out of the lease by transferring it to her name. She got her personal belongings. That's it. The divorce cost me $4,200 in legal fees. She tried to get me to pay hers too. Judge said no. Apparently, she had to borrow money from her mom to pay her lawyer. But here's where it got interesting. The contractor? Turns out he was married too. His wife found out about the affair when he came home that day in his underwear. wrapped in a sheet, and had to explain why. She filed for divorce immediately. His wife also left him reviews on every contractor rating website, explaining what happened. His business tanked. Last I heard through my father-in-law, he's working for a construction company now instead of running his own operation. My wife and the contractor tried to date after. Made it 3 weeks before imploding. According to my father-in-law, they blamed each other for ruining their lives. The contractor told people my wife seduced him. My wife told people the contractor took advantage of her emotional vulnerability. Neither story held up because, they were both adults who made choices. My ex-mother-in-law tried to reconnect with me last month. Called asking if I'd reconsider the divorce. Maybe give her daughter another chance. They'd been married 6 years, and that should count for something. I told her 6 years didn't erase a dozen times cheating. She said I was being cold and unforgiving. I said I was being smart and self-respecting. She hasn't called since. My father-in-law checks in every few weeks. We got lunch again last week. He told me my ex-wife is living with her mom still, working her virtual assistant job, going to therapy 3 times a week. Her mom is apparently driving her crazy with the "I told you so" speeches about how she should have appreciated what she had. She's miserable, he said. Good, I said. He didn't argue. The house is mine. Completely mine. I finished the bathroom myself. YouTube tutorials and weekend trips to Home Depot. It's not perfect, but it's done and I didn't have to pay someone else to do it. I'm not dating yet. Not ready. Still processing everything. Therapist says that's normal and healthy. I'm working on trusting people again. It's a process. Work is good. My manager never mentioned the security incident again. My coworkers were supportive once they heard the real story. A few of them went through divorces too. There's an unspoken brotherhood there. Financially, I'm better off than I expected. Without supporting someone else, my savings are rebuilding fast. I'm planning a trip next year. Somewhere I always wanted to go, but she never wanted to visit. Haven't decided where yet. The question people keep asking, do I regret how I handled it? No. Could I have confronted them differently? Sure. Could I have kicked down the door and yelled and made a scene? Absolutely. But locking them in the bedroom and calling her parents to witness it? That was strategic. That was smart. That ensured I had witnesses to what happened. That ensured her parents saw, with their own eyes, exactly who their daughter was. It made the divorce easier. It made the legal process cleaner. It took away her ability to spin the story, to make me the bad guy, to claim I was controlling or abusive or whatever excuse she wanted to use. Her parents saw. That's what mattered. Someone asked me if I feel bad about the contractor losing his business. No. He made a choice. He knew she was married. He saw the wedding photos on our walls. He came to our home every day and made that choice anyway. His consequences are his own. Do I feel bad about my ex-wife being miserable? Also no. She made a choice. A dozen times. She chose temporary excitement over our marriage. She chose to lie to me every day. She chose to disrespect me in my own home, in my own bed. Her consequences are her own too. The only thing I feel bad about is the time I wasted. 6 years with someone who didn't respect me enough to stay faithful. 6 years. Thinking we were building something together while she was tearing it down. But I'm 33. I've got time. I've got my house. I've got my job. I've got my self-respect. That's more than a lot of people can say after a divorce. My father-in-law asked me last week if I thought I'd ever get married again. Maybe, I said, if I find someone who actually means their vows. They exist, he said. Been married to my wife 35 years. Well, except for the part where she's defending our daughter's cheating. That's been rough. You two okay? We will be. I told her she could baby our daughter all she wants, but I'm not pretending what she did was anything less than betrayal. She's coming around. We finished our lunch. He paid. Said it was the least he could do since his daughter cost me $4,000 in legal fees. I'm doing okay. Not great. Not terrible. Just okay. The bedroom has new sheets. New comforter. New pillows. I deep cleaned the whole room. Repainted it a different color. It's not the same room anymore. The bathroom is finished. Every time I use it, I don't think about the contractor. I think about how I learned to tile and install fixtures by myself. Skills I'll have forever. The house is quiet. Sometimes too quiet. But it's my quiet. My peace. My space. No one's cheating in it. No one's lying me in it. No one's disrespecting me in it. That's worth more than any marriage that was built on lies. To everyone who messaged asking for updates, this is probably the last one. I'm closing this chapter. Moving forward, the story's over. My ex-wife made a choice. I made a choice to respect myself and walk away. The consequences played out exactly as they should have. The contractor lost his business and his marriage. My ex-wife lost her marriage and her comfortable life. I lost a wife who didn't respect me, but gained back my self-respect. I'd make that trade every single time. The bedroom door doesn't have the outside bolt anymore. I removed it last week. Don't need it. The people who would have been locked in are already gone, and I'm doing just fine without them.